What's that? An official breakdown of Omni-Man's gameplay on the Mortal Kombat YouTube page? Well, don't mind if I do. If you're also excited about Omni-Man, let me know why in the comment section below. But of course, at the end of this video, I'm gonna tell you even more about my comic top tier, which launches in 1 day. So get ready for that and make sure to keep watching until the end of the video.
So let's check them out.
I can't wait.
That backdash.
They are pretty straightforward.
Ooh, double elbow.
He punches really,
Yeah.
really hard.
All the punching. All the punching. Throw in the haymakers.
That's exactly right. This is not a martial artist. You know, he's not. There's not a lot of finesse here.
Right. Not a martial artist, but he has fought for like 5,000 years.
Which is like his pretty good advancing mid.
Nice. There it is, baby. That's how he killed Darkwing.
High. So this is kind of one you want to use when you want to go mid.
Blam.
Love it.
Is that a string right there?
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, at the end is just a 1+3 input.
You know I love them.
Right.
Oh, that's a string, not a special move. Interesting.
Back one, and it has two options. Back 1-1 pops them up, and back 1-2 is mid-mid and is safer.
I really hope.
Also, he's like a meterless launcher, like Scorpion, then I bet, or even Liu Kang, where it's like a high duckable, I guess.
He also has some really interesting mix-ups to open up the opponent. Like for example, his sweep is pretty unique because he drops down and does extra.
That's just one move. That's a
because
sweep.
He's that fast.
Because
Sick.
he's super fast.
That's awesome.
He also has forward 3 where he literally just stomps the ground and creates an earthquake.
Nice.
So strong.
And then I think this is one of his coolest moves. He has an awesome long-range overhead.
Oh god.
He sits across the screen super fast.
Okay, just a flat
and
splat
up
though.
Close, holds it behind you
Oh.
and knock you down. Yeah,
Thank God it's not
just
Street
forward
Fighter. We
two.
got a block
What?
button.
And you can see it has really good range.
That's all I'm gonna need.
I like it.
Yeah, you can mix it up.
So
with
pretty
sweep.
fair. Not a true 50-50 character, but that overhead does look tough to
He
react
just
to.
loves putting people's faces in the ground.
Yeah, he's a strong guy.
He's got to make you
So
think.
let's go over his special moves.
I'm having fun.
One unique thing about Omni-Man is he actually has a lot of aerial mobility. All of his special moves can be done in the air.
Yeah, that's cool. He's the first character to have that.
Pretty unique to MK. First one I'd like to show is the Mega Clap. Puts his hands together.
He tried to kill Cecil with that. He tried it.
Sends them very, very far.
The Hulk
It's a
clap.
Combo ender with Punisher, kind of mid-range footsie tool.
Could you almost use it like zoning too?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Keep them in, keep them out.
Doesn't go full screen.
Not full screen, but the EX version goes even further and will destroy projectiles.
Yeah!
Just tearing up the ground.
I have a feeling
Everything
that
he does.
Omni-Man is going to be the
also
premier
has this
anti-zoner.
Big charge mover.
I love that.
Literally
That's
just,
straight from King of
charges
Fighters.
in with his
That's
chest.
Rugal.
And
I don't
we've
care what
all
anyone
learned
says.
in the 90s in N64 wrestling games that if you put your chest
Yes.
out, you're
That's just
blocking.
Rugal. He flies and just
So he
stops
just
and hits with his
bars
chest.
And the EX version has armor, so this is kind of his advanced.
That's going to be what I do in the
Think of it as
fatality
like
screen. I don't do
projectiles,
fatalities. They take too long.
Kinda
So I'm just going
similar
to chest
like
bump
Johnny
them.
Shadow Cat. Another special move he has that, and you'll see this, being able to close the gap is a reoccurring theme with Omni-Man.
Gotcha.
Oh,
He
yeah.
has
Get in
this-
there and punch.
Exactly. Torpedo move. And he-
Yes! That's how he destroyed the alien
classic.
planet.
He can do this in the air and it actually goes downwards.
That's what that was.
The
Okay.
opponent up.
Oh, no meter spent? Still launches for free?
Wait for just full screen at any moment. You can see it's very, very quick.
That's crazy. I did not see him flash white. No meter was spent. He gets the launch for free.
Following up.
Correct. But if you do it in the air, he gets popped.
Oh!
I also really like how
I can already see that being
the blood
combined with
from
certain
his opponent gets
cameos.
Onto his,
Get
onto
the
his
meteor.
costume.
It's
It's pretty awesome. Like I know that we get blood on everybody, but for some reason on him it just looks real cool.
It's just kind of iconic with
Yeah.
him, you know.
yes. So then let's go over his most interesting special move that I think really sets
The float.
the Viltrumite stance.
Viltrumite
So, it's
stance.
down
Yeah! For Viltrum.
Hovering in the air. And from here, he has 4 different moves plus a bunch of mobility options. Let's
my
start with
God.
the mobility. You can cancel it, but you can also warp forward
Oh,
extremely quickly.
What's the recovery?
And again, he can do this in the air like all of his special moves.
this is pretty awesome.
But we'll go over his moves. The first, I think, is one of the key moves, which is this grab.
Cool.
And this is like his main combo starter.
Unblockable.
Quickly go into it.
No, it's not. It's a hit throw. I don't think it's
You can go into
unblockable.
it off of the low.
Not very much
About over.
damage. Oh. Whee!
Dragging people over.
Very cool,
He
though.
also has this move where he zooms across super, super fast behind
We saw
you.
that. So it is
That's a
all
great
one long
combo.
move.
It's a great check.
Dude, that was 19% by itself.
Throw something out when he's in the stance. You can
That might
quickly
be
go into it.
the highest damage
He
special
also
move in the
has
game without meter.
Overhead from anywhere on screen. He drops down.
So it tracks.
Exactly.
Again, he's an
And
anti-zoner,
then
guys. Like,
lastly,
if you have a
big
projectile character, I'm sorry. Shang Tsung mains, it's time to pack it up.
zooms
It's
across,
just time to pack it
and
up.
then
Sorry.
covers all the upward space. So
You
it's
sadly
kind of
don't have a
an
direct up
upwards
fireball.
version
If you did, you'd be safe, but you don't have it.
of the zip behind you.
I just love that spine break.
It's so cool. I like the facial animation.
Who did
So
he
then
kill
the
with the
question
spine
is,
break again?
how am I
The
supposed to
secretary,
go into
right?
this
To
stance
Cecil?
When you're doing projectiles, you're doing long range normals.
Forgot
and all
his
that.
name.
He's
True.
He's just vulnerable floating there, right?
Well, I don't think
Wrong.
it really is.
No,
I don't
no,
think
no,
so.
no.
So-
in Viltrumite stance, when he does it, he's immune to all fireballs. They will literally just pass through him as long
Okay,
as
okay.
and
I'm
that includes in
curious.
the air.
Okay, real quick,
That's
I'm
it.
curious though, because there's some moves in the game that to us are a projectile, but the game doesn't see them as a projectile. They're treated as something else. So I'm wondering if Omni-Man can still dodge those. For example, most reflects and absorbs don't work on cameo projectiles. So I'm wondering if Omni-Man is the exception and can also dodge those too. I'm guessing the answer is yes, but trust me, there's so many moves in the game that you would think are a projectile, but the game doesn't see them as projectiles, and I'm wondering if Omni-Man can dodge those too or not.
That's some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen.
It's definitely
It's
awesome.
pretty awesome.
Just dodge it.
Bob and weave.
The EX version starts up faster and also makes him immune
To
to
punches.
normal attacks as well. And then he
That
can go
tickles.
in and punish
Awesome.
them
That's so cool.
As they're recovering.
So what do you do to beat it then? Do you throw it? There's got to be some move
And
that beats
again,
it
you can do that in
universally.
the air.
I bet Fatal
The
Blow.
EX version is very, very quick.
It's gonna be
You can see
embarrassing too.
It is very, very, very.
Okay,
That's
guys,
awesome. I
here's the
love
thing.
it.
We all have to do this. Everyone watching, the day that Omni-Man drops and you go online, you have to at some point knock the opponent down, dash up, and then just do the EX float. You gotta do the EX stance and just watch them be in disbelief as you dodge everything. We all have to do it. We have to make these people see God. We have to terrify them with this ridiculous move that they can't even fathom unless they watched this stream, which, believe it or not, most players don't watch any of this stuff, so
And then lastly,
they're not gonna know what's going on.
He has a unique air dash.
Woo!
This actually has a physical hit attached to it. It doesn't just pass through the opponent.
Oh, cool.
So you can see he spins the opponent around.
That's what we saw in the
for a
trailer.
free hit.
Is it
And
left
you can do
trigger?
Two, as long as you have meters, so you can do stuff like.
Yeah, it's Natara then. He's pretty much
gives you some
Natara.
really
She can
cool
also air
flashes.
cancel.
So you can use that to get in. You can use it to
I love
get
how
out.
every single fighting game player who is describing a character, whenever there's dead air, it's just our instinct to throw the opponent. So you have something to watch while we're talking. But it's just so funny to me. Stephanie does it. I do it. Whenever you're talking and going on a tangent, you don't want to do a combo because it could throw you off. You get distracted, but anyone can throw, right? And it's still
Always have
visually
that
cool.
Physical hit.
We're
So
all
again,
alike
we
in that
have
way.
If you just do it for the first time, it doesn't take any meter. But if you want to do it twice, like in a combo like I showed,
Right.
it's going to take a bar. Similar to how Natara works.
Very cool.
So I think in general, Omni-Man's a pretty simple powerhouse character to play. But he's got great mobility options.
His damage is not crazy
great
high.
defensive
Damage
ability,
looks
and I
fair.
think the Viltrumite stance is going to be super, super interesting to
And
see.
people, yeah, people sometimes like of my level probably. When you hear stance, you get a little scared. But his stance is actually not it's not your
No.
typical like. It's not that hard.
Make
to
this
read.
interesting.
Right, it is not really hard to use, and he was not
Get
meant to
tossed.
be. He is
Right.
meant to be like, just like you see on Invincible. He is just
Gods
an
are
absolute-
arrogant.
He's just tearing through people effortlessly. That's exactly what a design team went with, and I think they really
Yeah,
nailed
it
it.
shows.
What is a man to a god? What is a god to a
Super cool. I love
Viltrumite?
it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be really, really cool. So would you guys like to see Tremor?
I think we would.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you know
cool. We
what?
get to
Let's
see
just
Tremor
save it for
too.
another day, Raven.
Just save
Just
it?
save it for another day.
I'm gonna vote yes.
All right.
All right,
I'm
I
swayed.
guess
Okay,
we'll do
okay,
it.
all right.
So
Keep in
Tremor's
mind,
one of the most
Tremor's not
interesting
going to drop on the
characters
same
in
day as
the game. I
Omni-Man.
can't wait
He's going to be about
see
10
how
days
players
later.
Use him because he has more moves than any of the original roster
Yeah.
cameos.
Okay.
Let's see how it works.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So we all know Tremor debuted in Mortal Kombat Special Forces, but he really made his big playable debut in MKX,
Correct,
where he had
correct.
3 variations.
Yes.
And that's something our design team wanted to bring back. You can
I wonder if
actually
Farah's
go
going to get 3
Aftershock,
variations.
Metallic, and Crystalline.
Because she's also
Different
MKX,
set
and we
of
know
moves
Farah is going to be in the
and
game, but
punches.
maybe because it's not Farah
Let's show how
Tor,
it works.
she won't
Starts
get 3
with Aftershock.
variations.
You can even see in his life bar, and he's like the brown, rocky, kind of traditional looking.
How much
Cloud
damage?
Time,
120, so
Right.
average.
So he
Average
has
throw
3
damage.
moves when he's in Aftershock. he has his rock punch. It's exactly what you'd expect. He just kind
Lunge
of
and
comes
punch.
in,
Yep.
it's safe on block, it knocks you away. You can use it to end your strings.
Mm-hmm.
He also has up punch, which is a pop-up starter.
Which I'm pretty sure he also had.
Drop,
Okay.
drop
And
city,
then
drop
lastly,
combo.
he has ground pound, where he comes in, he does a low. And
It is a
then
low.
pieces out.
I was
So
right,
if
man.
you have a
My
really
breakdown
overhead, for
that
example,
ironically
for
debuted
example, maybe
today,
you have a
like
midstream overhead
an
that's
hour
almost
before
instant.
this.
You can also have a
Got most of it
midstream low
right.
that's almost instant,
So good.
which is pretty awesome.
And that's just a knockdown. Hard-
Exactly,
yeah.
right.
And so you would say Aftershock, he's sort of the attacker.
Yeah,
The
I would say
offensive
it's,
one?
it's
Yeah.
offensive. It's pretty basic. It's the most kind of standard Tremor.
Right.
Kind of the one you, like base, which is why it's the default one.
Right.
So then, at any time, you hit R1, and he'll come out, and he'll cycle to the next one, which is metallic. Now he has an entirely new set of moves, and they're all lava-based. He has his Lava Burst, which is like your mid-range, safe, kind of, there's no reason not to use it.
Right.
He has an anti-air Lava Burst, and then this is really, really cool. He has his bowling ball, which is a low, and if you hold it, it becomes an overhead.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
So he's got kind
And
of
it's an
mid-range
ambush too.
attacks,
Keep that in mind.
plus a
Omni-Man
50-50
can keep
full
moving.
screen that you can mix up.
I can't. Oh, the low's not. The
Yeah,
low's
then-
actually
Yeah.
only if you hold
So
it down is it an
Right, so
ambush.
then that gives you also zoning abilities or a projectile if you have a character
Okay, it's
that
not
is
actually an
lacking.
ambush. So in the
That's
trailer,
Or
it
if
was
you
only
have
an
really good
ambush
projectiles,
because you
can
spent
double
bar to
double down.
switch.
Steps you can go that way.
Right.
Crazy.
And maybe you have like really great anti-air.
That's gonna be
and
super
speed
interesting,
low,
not gonna
and
lie.
Make them want to jump. You know, you could put out Limei's lantern and then be doing this. It's just all kind. I think the creative freedom in the cameo system is the coolest part of the game, right?
Can't agree more.
Yep.
And then lastly, one more stance.
Okay.
Crystalline.
People have been looking forward to this.
Does that cost meter? I need to keep
Yeah.
watching. Does that cost
One
meter?
more stance.
Okay.
Crystalline.
Doesn't
People have been
seem
looking
to.
forward to this.
Yeah,
Maybe-
kind of teased it, and I think a lot.
Maybe
of
I
people-
was wrong, and it only cost a meter to change into an attack directly. You know what I mean? Like, changing stances is free. Do whenever you want. But if you want to change stance and immediately do one of the attacks in that new stance, then it costs meter. I'm thinking that's what it is, but I don't know why I'm guessing. Stephanie's gonna
Yeah,
tell me.
totally.
So in Crystalline, he has two attacks. He has
Yeah.
Crystalline Burst, which
Buff
will
me.
reflect projectiles, and then the big one. And a lot of people were like, "There's no way they're gonna do that." We did.
Yeah!
Once he has crystalline armor, it's doomsday for the opponent.
Yes.
Oops, I was too slow. Oh my god.
Oh, there's only oh no!
So he's gonna
I
summon
think he only switches in a preset order, you guys. Oh no! So you can't go from Aftershock to Crystalline. You have to go in the set order, it looks like. Or maybe you can, but Stephanie just wanted to go in the specific order. I don't know. But it looks like right now, the Tremor has a set order that he has to transfer in. So you can't go straight to Crystalline.
armor.
It's infinite?
Absorb
It is just
attack.
Doomsday.
Absolute badass.
Beast.
That's crazy. So that's a bit different. In Mortal Kombat X, Tremor only had one hit of armor, but the reason it was crazy is he recovered faster when getting hit with the armor than he would from blocking. So if there was a gap in your string, he would just let go of block, eat the hit, and normally that safe string was now fully punishable and he would just destroy you. But in this game, it's just like Doomsday and Injustice, which means you can't be knocked down. You can't get launched either, which is still crazy good. And you may have also taken reduced damage. I guess Omni-Man can just tank everything. He still takes damage though, watch closely.
Absorb. There we go. So he's gonna summon the armor. And he will
Oh, we can't
absorb
actually
attacks
see.
like an absolute
We can't see the
badass.
damage because he's set to 1%. We can't
And,
see.
So the way this works, the cycling is once you do the summon, like I said, it'll go through. And it goes in a particular order.
It does,
And
okay,
if
I
you
was
go
right.
down in R1, it goes the opposite order. So you could go
Gotcha.
from Crystalline to Aftershock
Oh, okay.
instead of and skip Metallic.
That's
in
not too
between,
bad,
if that
Ben.
makes sense. They're
Okay.
all cycling.
Yeah, yeah.
So there is definitely a skill.
That's easy.
A skill
Good.
gap.
Best of
on,
both
like,
worlds.
People who can go back and forth and know what
Exactly.
you're doing. So like, yes, they have a lot of moves, but yes, you.
It would have been kind of cool though if we
Yeah,
could start
yeah.
off
You have
in
to
the
manage
variation
that.
we like,
Right,
but
you're
I know
gonna
that's
have to
asking a bit
manage
much.
the order that you're in because you cannot go straight from Aftershock to, or sorry, you can't go from Metallic to Aftershock unless you go down, like you cycle back,
right.
if that makes sense. I just confused myself. But it'll make sense because there's only three.
Right.
So
Right.
it's rather you want to go which order.
Yeah.
And then there's a
Counterclockwise
really,
or
really cool twist, I
counterclockwise.
think,
Makes
really
sense.
sets them apart. When you call him out, It's an ambush move, and you can transition into any of these attacks. So let me show you. Right now I'm in crystalline. If I go to Aftershock and then immediately enter a back in R1, he will immediately, while still on screen, go into the ground pound. Like so.
That's so cool.
Oh.
That's
Or
like,
next in the cycle
okay,
is
I'm
Metallic.
jumping the gun here, but that is what I predicted in this video a bit earlier. And now I'm worried that Tremor's gonna be the best cameo in the game, because that attack you just saw hits low, and you can do it as an ambush. So now imagine timing that with an overhead. So that's gonna be what you wanna do. You're gonna wanna be in Aftershock or Crystalline. That way you can switch and spend a meter to do the overhead or the low projectile as an ambush, and then they get a guaranteed 50-50 hard to blockable. That's gonna be insane. That's gonna make every character great. Is this the cameo Sub-Zero players want? Because I know all the Mortal Kombat 11 Sub-Zero players have been itching and scratching for an unblockable, unreactable 50-50 for their character. So could this be that? Could this be
Let's
that?
say I wanted to do the bowling ball.
Oh, it misses up close
I
though.
can do
Okay,
it
not
that
too
way.
bad.
Or
Not too
crystalline.
bad.
I can do instant crystalline armor.
Interesting. Very cool.
It didn't work.
So that means
It didn't
all
apply.
of
I guess
his
you gotta be
moves
near him.
can also
Weird.
be ambushed
Y'all saw that, right? It
if
missed
you commit
completely.
To bringing him out, swapping, and then immediately doing the move. Now that's going to be somewhat risky. Because if you
Oh,
come
the
out
rock
of
doesn't
it,
change
You're
colors.
going to have to be where you are in the
I was hoping the
cycle
rocks
for
would
that.
change
So there's
color
a lot
based
of
on his
risk and a lot of
variation.
thought
That would
that's
have been
gonna go into
cool.
it, but it's extremely powerful if you master the cycle.
Ugh.
And I think it's one of the cooler mechanics in the game for cameos.
Excellent.
Very cool.
Very cool.
that's
Oh,
that, huh?
I
oh.
think we have one more thing to show.
Oh.
Okay.
Fatal
Fatal
blow.
blow, and the fatal blow attack that he goes into is pretty neat because again it uses his speed. You can see here.
Please tell me it's full screen. Please tell me it's a full screen 5-frame super like Injustice Superman. Please tell me it's something stupid and busted like that. Just punishes anything in the game on reaction. Please, please give me this. I want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What's the star? I need to know the
that's pretty
frame
cool.
data. Ah, I have to know how fast it actually is. Does it track? Does it hit from full screen? All you did was show it to me. You didn't tell me the properties. I have
So,
to
early
know.
access for-
Power doesn't corrupt, it enables.
I agree, Omni-Man. Might makes right. Let's go. Oh, he just like slides back. It does nothing to him except upset him. You hurt his feelings. You hit him in his costume and it's personal to him. Here we go, gameplay, actual match. Shujinko. Okay, that's the launcher. Looks like it's safe.
I also love. I've always liked the character, like, you're on the side, so that's- I mean,
It's never gonna not be cool seeing that. Okay, we just saw a meterless 34, almost 35%.
See right there.
He's up there, baby.
Omni-Man tried to call out Tremor, and Scorpion actually stuffed it. So Tremor is very, very powerful, but it's not just free. Call him in any time.
Gotcha.
I think
Oh
it's
my
something
god!
that goes on with these
Oh my
moves.
god! I love how Shujinko does all of your stuff better than you. He just did Omni-Man's attack, but you can combo after it. That's sick.
you know, you avoided the hellfire there too.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
awesome.
Shujinko.
It's
I think
definitely
people are sleeping on Shujinko. He's a really good cameo. He can do everything.
I really love.
And look at that. He meditates like while you're getting your butt kicked. As long as you don't hit him.
I will grind this
There's
I will grind this world to dust and watch it blow away.
Yeah,
What do y'all think of my Omni-Man impression? Is it decent?
it's very well done.
Yeah, Tremor, flex on him! Yeah!
Lava burst.
Squirt your hot
Ton of
spooge.
lava burst.
Get him, launch him. Oh, spoogey. Does not restand. Would have been cool if it did. Oh, armor. Cameo armor, baby. Saved him.
Big, big rock.
Should be called the
Oh no, he ran up him like a wall, which makes sense. Like, Omni-Man's so sturdy.
Oh, you get anti.
I wonder how much Omni-Man actually weighs.
Get a lot
Do you think he's like heavier than a regular person of his size?
Really.
Ugh. Or just more
Scorpion
dense?
Spear pokes.
Oh! I mean, I'll give it to the Scorpion player. They know what they're doing. They're doing all the stuff that Scorpion can actually do that makes him good. Oh, here we go. Spent meter to make it faster.
Not done yet.
The air combo.
That's
stuff is
very cool.
fun to do. Like hitting
So that was
dash
string
and
followed by
just
dash
down
through followed by
very fun.
string. I guess there was too much of a juggle. Oh, no, Shujinko, stop. I guess there was too much of a juggle at that point to do the cool ender where he flies down and like hovers. Because we've already seen you can do the hover twice in the combo if you want to. It doesn't care. Game don't care.
Yeah, he's very, very
What
strong.
needs to be tested when this character comes out is can you do the regular face grab and then the EX hover into the face grab again to do a double face grab? Can you loop it? because if you can, then Omni-Man goes from a decent damage character to a 45% damage for 1 bar
Up
character.
to the air.
Oh, cool. Oh, mistimed the meaty. No, mistimed it. Gonna get punished. Oh, get clapped.
He's also got some.
That's really good. They're good at that. Oh.
Yeah,
That's one of the best looking combo breakers in the game. It just flies in like a meteor.
Yes, it was. That
Leave
was
my friend
Tremor
alone.
riding a giant rock. It is great. I was the first time I saw that.
Cool.
I was like, oh my
38%.
God.
Was that meterless? I think it was. Yeah, Omni-Man hurts. Omni-Man does damage, which makes sense. It would have been weird if he
There,
didn't.
You were doing a combo. It would break you. Your concentration and everything. It was
The main weakness Omni-Man seems to have is he's not a cheap
Definitely.
mix-up character. You're going to rely on cameos
Yeah,
for
I
that.
don't
He does not have 50-50s by himself. You gotta think. How can you be Scorpion if you're not Hanzo? Think. And there you have it, everyone. Omni-Man's gameplay looks insane. He's the premier anti-zoner, that's for sure. You can't throw projectiles at him. He's got some crazy air mobility, crazy air combos. His hover looks incredible and cool and diverse. But as you all know, I love making these videos interactive, so let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. How do you feel about Omni-Man? Grab that keyboard and make your voices heard. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like down below, subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, and now it's time for a special announcement. Top Tier finally goes live tomorrow, and I want you to meet Passion. She was raised by an island tribe who taught her the art of dance fighting. Ever since, she's been traveling the world, meeting new friends, and eating great food. However, many fighters claim that Passion doesn't take her training seriously anymore, and therefore has tons of untapped potential. If you've been keeping up with the channel, then you've met the 5 main characters of issue 1. The Top Tier Indiegogo finally launches tomorrow, and I'll see you there. There's gonna be so many awesome collectibles.